Extra watering. It's what garden centers like Gardener's Outpost has had to do while the Midlands faces a drought.
Well-established plants, bushes, trees that are showing water stress because it has gotten so dry that the top 12 inches of soil has gone dry. So those plants are showing a lot more stress than they would in your typical year.
Randall Isherwood is the owner of Gardener's Outpost. He tells me the lack of rain and high temperatures has put a strain on plants in the area.
We may enjoy the lower humidity. The plants don't necessarily enjoy it as much. So we've been seeing a lot of sun bleaching on plants that typically aren't harmed.
Now, if your garden is showing signs of stress from the lack of water, Isherwood recommends the following.
Put down a thin layer of some sort of soil conditioner, like the Happy Frog soil conditioner, resoil, the planting mix, just to put down a layer of that along with possibly some mulch, just to add moisture retention into your soil.
News 19's meteorologist Brianna Mowry says this drought is a bit out of the ordinary.
A lot of the Midlands are in a severe drought right now, and part of that is because of rainfall, but we've actually seen a decent amount of rain in the last few days, but the heat waves we've seen have also contributed to that drought. It causes water, the warmer the temperature is and the more sunlight, it causes water to evaporate more.
Mowry says gardeners might not see relief for quite some time.
A good soaking rain can give some relief, but it may take, with the severity of the drought, depending on how severe it is where you are, it could take multiple rounds of heavy rain to bring those amounts back to normal and those drought levels back to normal. And it could take a few months for that to happen.
While we don't know what conditions will look like this time next year, gardeners say you can plan ahead for your garden.
Preparing your plants for a drought, which we should always do because these droughts seem to be becoming more frequently. You want to make sure that they have a good layer of compost on top of the soil in order to protect the roots. And then you also want a layer of mulch. This will help retain more moisture into the soil and thereby sort of prepping them for next year. Now, your irrigation system, if you irrigate or even if you don't irrigate, you want your plants to be watered more deeply so that they can develop a deeper root structure so that when the next drought comes, which it will, they'll be able to reach deep into the soil for that moisture that they need.
Shelley Garzone, News 19, WLTX.